All right, you guys, good morning. I hope you guys are well today. It's bright and early here. I've got my coffee cup going. Hold on, I gotta turn my volume down on my laptop. Forgot to do that step. I got my coffee going right here. And I'm gonna be showing you guys how to prep your ink pads. If you don't know how to, I always like to prep mine ahead of time before I use them. So we're going to do that today, and then I'll go over some of the gifts that I've been kind of giving away, and nobody's claiming, of course, but we'll be giving away the Stamparatus today. So I just barely picked that number, so that number was 287, and hopefully that person will connect with me sometime today, but we're going to get started because I've got to go to a Zoom meeting, and that is a Stampin' Up! Zoom meeting, and it's called On Stage. So we're going to learn all about the new catalog. So that's going to be going live very soon, May 4th. So if you do not have a demonstrator that you are currently working with Stampin' Up, I would love to earn your business, and you can email me at inspiredbygram@gmail.com. All right, so let's see, just bear with me here. I was going to show you my cards that I got for my birthday, but I don't know, they're somewhere in my craft room. I moved them to a place where I thought I would actually remember where I put them, but you know what? I don't see them. They're nearby somewhere. Okay, I think they're downstairs, but anyway, we're gonna get started because I've got to go live at 9, or I'm gonna be on Zoom at 9. So you will need, I find petroleum jelly works great for me, and I have a couple Q-tips in there. It might look a little disgusting, but I've had this. This is only used for my ink pads. So these are the new in colors for 2021, 2023. And they are called, I like it because there's some greens in here, which I love green. It's one of my favorite colors, but kind of put them in somewhat of an order here. So we have pale papaya. It kind of reminds me of peekaboo peach. Polished pink. It's kind of like a in-between of lovely lipstick and magenta madness. Fresh freesia, I think that's how you pronounce it, is a purple. Now it's darker than the purple posy that is retiring. It goes nicely with like grays and pinks, that's for sure. Soft succulent, I like this one a lot, but I haven't used it, but I like the looks of it. Soft succulent. And then another green, evening evergreen. So it looks like there's lots of like darker grays in it. So we're gonna work with this one first. So what I like to do is I like to use my piercing tool to open up the plastic here. So I'm just going to take that off, okay? And then on the back, so right here it does show that it's an in color, so we know that in colors only go for 2 years, and then they retire them. Sometimes they bring them back, which is awesome. On the back side, you've got these little stickers here. There's 5 of them, evening evergreen, and then you've got 1, 2, 3 different languages here, and then you've got 1 blank strip. Okay, I don't know what these languages are, but probably German, Chinese, and maybe French, probably. So what I do for me is I like to put the stickers on the front side, so when you store them, you'll know what color it is. I also like to put 2, 1 here and 1 here, and then another one on the back side, and then another one in here on this tray area. Okay, so I like to put the stickers on first, and then I use the petroleum jelly to grease them up basically. So I use my take your pick tool here, and then there's a little like cut line around the word here that says evergreen, evening evergreen. So I just like to use the tool here just to get it started. Okay, I gotta put it down here. And then I peel it up. Okay, so the one that is my language, I gotta stand up to do this step, and I might have to tip it a little bit. I like to put it on the side that when I store it on my case on the back side of my wall behind me, I can see it. So because it stores flat, of course, and then I can just go up and see that that is my color, evening evergreen. And I store my ink colors in one section of my ink storage unit and all the other ones in alphabetical. That's just the way my brain works. Some people store them in the color family. Some people store them how they want. That's how I do it, alphabetically. I just think it goes easier. So now I'm adding this little strip here to the front. The reason why I put them on the front is that it gives more. So I do teach in-person classes once a month, sometimes more, and it just helps those stampers see the colors even more. So I just added 2 of those here, and then I'm going to take this other one here that doesn't have, it's Chinese. I'm going to take it and put it on the back side, just like I did on the front side, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to take this last one that's just all the color, just like that, and then I'm going to open this up. This is the one that's the trickiest because there's not a lot of room, but I do like to use my take your pick tool. So I lay it here, and I use my finger over here on the left side. Again, I'm right-handed, so if you're left-handed, you probably do this differently, just the opposite. So now that's going on crooked, so I want to just get it the best I can, and then I'm going to tap it. Okay, then I just kind of try to use my finger and not get it all ink and just rub it just like that. Now, the take your pick tool is too big here. If you want, there's the scoring tool, which I don't know if I have one handy. I'm just looking in my drawer. That's sometimes where I keep it. I don't see it. But there is a scoring tool that comes, and I do get ink on my thumb, so that's just got to be careful. You can always go like this too, back and forth, or use a Q-tip that doesn't have the petroleum jelly on it. That would work. All right, so now we have them all prepped. So we have our 2 colors here, and we have one on the back side, and we have one on the front side. Okay, now what we want to do is we open this up, and sometimes they're stiff. Okay, they slide really tight. Okay. Do you see that? Whoa. Oh, look at that. Totally got the green on me, but that's what it looks like, you guys. Hold on just a second. I have to get a tissue, which is in my cabinet. Alrighty. Okay, looks like I got some team members on watching me. So what do you think my grandson's gonna think of this green? Like, I gotta see if that'll come off. I'm picking him up today. We're leaving at like 10 o'clock to go see him in southern Vermont. We're picking him up from his other grandparents who's taking him to southern Vermont, and we're gonna have him for the night, so, and return him tomorrow. While mom and dad, his parents, have to both work this weekend, so we figured we would take him for a day. All right, so now that I've got ink all over my thumb, I'm going to take another drink of my coffee because this is my first cup of the day. Okay, so now we've got this. Ink pads, when they're brand new, they're super, super juicy. So you can see it is a bit of a struggle when you first get these. So take some petroleum jelly, and this again is only used for my ink pads. I keep 2 Q-tips in here just in case I lose one. I dip it in this gross petroleum jelly, and then I kind of roll it. Let's see, I'm gonna get a bunch on there. I'm rolling it so it doesn't come out as a huge glob. Okay, oh, maybe I need a new Q-tip, I don't know. Okay, that's good. All right, so now you see there's in the inside, there's these tracks, okay? What I do is I take that Q-tip and shove it into that track area, and I just go back and forth several times. And I'm going to do it again. Okay, and I try to get way up in here because that's where it's stuck the most. Way up where it's attached, where it's going to flip. Okay, that side is done. Now I'm going to repeat the same steps on the other side. So I'm going to dip that Q-tip in there. Give it a nice little roll. It works. Yeah, Joni, I just did use some hand sanitizer, but I did it really quick. I didn't want to keep you guys waiting. So yeah, I'm sure the green ink will come off. I know like real red and the melon mambos, those deep red pinks take a day sometimes, depending on how often you wash your hands. So yes, hopefully it will come off. You might think I'm some kind of Martian or something. Grandma's got green thumb. All right, so again, we're just gonna take that Q-tip and slide it back and forth, really get up into that area where it does flip. Then the next thing we're gonna do, let me go this way. I've got the ink pad in my left hand because I'm right-handed. Let me just get a little bit more jelly here, petroleum jelly. All right, now on the outside, I'm going to do the same thing, just gonna rub it on both sides. And then I'm just gonna flip it this way because it's a little bit easier for me. Okay, and now let's get that in there. We're gonna take this and we're just gonna slide it several times. Being careful, you don't wanna crack it. And I'm gonna show you what happened to my pretty peacock color ink pad. All right, so that's one step. I'm gonna do this process one more time, just to be, I usually do it twice. That first step is just to get it going, and then I just go real quick over the sides as well. And then I'm just gonna go back, and now that's super good, okay? And then we're gonna flip it up, and then make sure, I gotta wipe my hands off, they're all petroleum jelly here. So make sure when you're closing your ink pad, okay, you slide it all the way out, okay, as far as it goes, but don't pull it too hard or else it's gonna come apart. Then you bring it up, okay, and then this is not shut yet, okay? It needs to be like, I don't know, click down, I guess. You want to hear that clicking noise, so I'm going to be quiet when I do this so you can hear it. So we're going to bring it up. Hear that click noise? That's what tells you it is closed. Once in a while, I'll find my ink pads just barely open like that, and that can dry your ink pad out. So definitely make sure your ink pads are closed. And then if you really want, you can take this back sticker off. They do peel off fairly easy. Just go real slow, just like that. And then you got a cleaner back side. All right, so this is water-based dye ink, so it does come off with water. Your stays-on ink does not. You need alcohol, like a stays-on cleaner, because it's alcohol based. Let's see if there's any questions here. Doesn't look like that, but I'm going to show you what happened to my Pretty Peacock, both of them. So, Pretty Peacock, and you can kind of see the colors next to each other, hopefully. I don't know, it's kind of dark. I see on my YouTube, yeah, YouTube is a little dark, but, so this is Pretty Peacock, two of them, and both of them broke. They broke because I guess they both broke in a in-person class, and I guess I did not teach my participants well enough to open and close them. So from now on, when I'm teaching in person, my ink pads are always open, and I ask them to keep them open because and they get cracked. They don't work very well, meaning they still stamp nice, but the plastic here is broken. So what happens is it all comes apart, all right? And it makes a huge mess. So I don't want my participants getting all inky. So this is what happens when you don't slide it all the way to the end and you slide it just before it starts cracking the plastic, okay? It's not a defect of Stampin' Up. It's a defect of just user not knowing exactly how to open and close their ink pads, okay? So you can kind of see what happened here. There's a chip of plastic actually on both sides. People did not open and close them correctly. So that's why I now keep them. Whoops. That was my Apple Watch that just went off. That's weird. Okay. So anyway, that's why I open them in the beginning of a class and I close them myself at the end. I just don't want anybody breaking them. So if you have any questions about how I prep my ink pads, now they're a little bit, got some petroleum jelly on there. So what I like to do is I just like to take my hand sanitizer, and I have this really disgusting gross cloth here. It's a washcloth, and I'll just kind of clean it off because it's got that alcohol in it, and that petroleum jelly will just come right off, so you don't have it on your ink pads, okay? So that's how I prep my ink pads, and hopefully you guys learned something new from me, and you'll give it a try. Now, if you have any questions and you still don't understand maybe a couple of steps or what have you, just let me know. You can email me as well. My email address is inspiredbygram@gmail.com. So inspiredbygram as my grandmother at gmail.com. All right, so now I'm gonna just kind of clean up my area. Just make sure there's no petroleum jelly here on my work surface. Get it all nice and cleaned up. I'm gonna cap this. I'm gonna do the other 4 ink pads while I'm zooming with Stampin' Up at the on stage for just the first hour. I'm gonna miss the other 2 hours because we're gonna be heading to southern Vermont to get Finley. So I will try to watch in the car. I'm just not sure how that's gonna work with a phone, so I'll give it a try there. All right, so let's see. Oh, I forgot to pull something I was going to give away tomorrow. Let me think really, really quick. I know what I can give away. I'm gonna give away a little notebook that I made. All right, so we'll show that at the end. All right, so second chance. No, this is the last chance. Okay, this person has not emailed me back. I've emailed you twice. mypaperkits@something.com or .net. Your email address was selected the other night, so I'm going to email you one more time tonight. If you don't connect, this is going to go back into my pile of good giveaways. And then this other person here, this was the one I drew last night. They won Berry Blessings, very delightful, which I cut down to card fronts, 4 by 5 1/4, and all the scraps here. So 12 by 12 sheets cut down into amazing card pack. And one of the cards that I created using that paper and stamp set to give an idea of how you can use it. That one went to, I can't give you the whole address. It was number 277 on my list, and it's SOLEIL angel1 at something.com. So this is your second chance to, or second notice that you won this. Check your inbox, people. Who wouldn't want free product, right? Okay, so then the Stamparatus is back into the picture, okay? I know a lot of you guys, some of you guys want this. This is the second time I'm trying to give this thing away, right? So if you get an email from me and it's, the address is inspiredbygraham@gmail.com, it's probably good news, right? I'm giving away 7 things during my birthday week. But anyway, this is going to number 287. And the email address is somebody's name, so that is a little bit helpful. Rosa Santiago 08 at something. Okay, so you won the Stamparatus. So I will be emailing you shortly to let you know, and I would love to ship this out to you. And I'll probably throw in some designer series paper as well that I have so much of, and that's going to be retiring. So you have won, again, Rosa Santiago 08 at something. All right, so congratulations there. Now, tomorrow, I have no idea. It's probably going to be tomorrow evening because Finley will be here all day. I'm going to, this is one of my craft fair items here. I am going to be giving this away as a nice little gift with a pen, of course, and it's a journal. All right, so this will be going out to some lucky customer that's on my email list, and it needs to be a US mailing address. I cannot ship internationally. It's just way too expensive to do that. So that's what I'm going to be giving away tomorrow night. So how do you enter? All you need to do is be on my email list, and you can go to inspiredbygraham.com and just fill out that pop-up, and it only takes like literally less than 5 seconds to do that. And that puts you into the drawing, because I download my contact list right before I come on live, so it's pretty much the most up-to-date list that I have. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'm gonna switch gears and go on to Zoom and join in on the on-stage event for the first hour, and then maybe the next 2 hours in the car. So I hope you guys all have a great day, a great weekend. Be well, keep wearing your mask, get vaccinated. I'm gonna get vaccinated on Thursday, so I'm actually looking forward to that. All right, I'll talk to you later. And again, if you have any questions, just email me or just get in touch with me. I will email you back. All right, talk to you later. Bye.